Hi everyone, it's Sunday again. These weeks just fly by at the moment, I don't know why, but are they flying by for you or are they feeling really slow at the moment? Let me know in the comments, folks. All right, I'm trying to get back on with my readings and get into a better routine, folks, but it's a bit of a struggle for me at the moment. So please stick with me and help me ride the storm. That would be great. Things are, have been a bit tricky. So anyway, enough. Let's move on. And it's time for the karmic read. So this reading is for those divine feminines who have a divine masculine currently in a karmic relationship. We've been following this particular group of divine masculines for some months now. And in recent readings, we've been seeing that there are circumstances that is keeping the divine masculine in his current circumstances, even though he doesn't want to be there. So I'm going to have a look at the circumstances first. I'm going to see in this past week what is the general energy between the divine masculine and the karmic, and we're going to have a look at what these circumstances are. And this is where I'm going to start. So, Spirit, regarding the circumstances surrounding, thank you. Ooh, okay, so we've got here and now. So this is something that is very, very current for both of them at the moment. Something in the here and now. Oh, my goodness, Spirit, you're ahead of me. We have breathe. What are these circumstances, Spirit? What are the circumstances? Okay. We have loyal heart. And what else? What else? Is there one more? An unfinished symphony. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sums up what we've been seeing. There's another card here. Yeah, between worlds. And that is very significant. I'm going to put that there. Because that's really what I was just saying. In as much as, you know, right here, right now, look at this energy. We have past here and we have future here. And the final card in this small layout here is between worlds. And this is really how I feel that the relationship is between the divine masculine and the karmic at the moment. They're very much dealing with present issues. Okay, so, you know, they're not really dwelling on the past to a great degree. They're not sort of looking to the future to a great degree because there's something they're having to deal with in the present. But they're feeling sort of caught between worlds because, as we've seen in recent weeks, we know that this relationship is on the brink of separation if they haven't separated already. We know that, you know, they both feel like in limbo at the moment, and it is because they're stuck in these circumstances. I've said the word circumstances a lot, but I think it's so significant for the divine masculine and the karmic at the moment. There's unfinished business. Look at this. Unfinished symphony here. So there's definitely unfinished business that makes them both feel suspended, you know, in limbo at the moment. The energy I'm getting from these cards today is that the karmic is also feeling this energy of being in limbo and being, I'm not going to use the word stuck. I may do later on, but at the moment I don't feel it. I just feel limbo is a better word. They know they're on the brink of sort of change and moving forward, but, you know, for whatever reason, there's circumstances keeping them stuck. And this, I've just used the word stuck. Didn't I say I wasn't going to use it? But circumstances keeping them in limbo, you know? So we have the card of breathing here. I think they're sort of taking things quite slowly. I think that they are, you know, just trying to stay calm with everything, which is a good thing because we've seen a lot of fighting and a lot of bickering in the previous weeks. But there seems like there's sort of this calmness coming over this situation while they try and deal with things. And, you know, for some reason, there's an issue of loyalty here. You know, it's almost like they're having to be loyal to a particular situation. So if, for example, if your divine masculine has children with this karmic, it may be that he feels a sense of loyalty towards the children. And the same with the karmic. She may feel that her relationship with the divine masculine is over, but she can't imagine not having him around for the children. So there is a loyalty issue, but we'll have a look at that more. I'm going to focus on circumstances a fair bit in this reading, because I really want to dig deeper with this, because we've seen it so many times in the last few weeks' readings that, you know, we just want to see what this is all about. So I'm going to go over again and get some clarity on these particular cards. So why are we in here and now energy, Spirit, please? Mature man. So, you know, they're having to step up. Your divine masculine is having to be the bigger person in this scenario. You know, he's having to actually, you know, really step up, which is good because it's actually part of his awakening. You know, if he's learning lessons and he's having to be the bigger person in this scenario, then that is immense growth for the divine masculine. He's learning lessons from this experience. So at the moment, you know, for both of them, this is what they're having to do, but particularly the divine masculine, because obviously this is a male card. The interesting thing about this also, though, is that there could be, they're saying the word legal to me, and you see that this mature man is a man of the world, and he's having to research. There's lots of books on the shelves behind him. So I am picking up divine masculine energy from this, but I'm also picking up legal energy. So there could well be legal situations regarding children, regarding houses, that they're both having to deal with, both the karmic and the divine masculine at the moment. And it could be that they have a man of experience who is helping them to sort that out. So that is another train of thought. But in actual fact, I do feel that that's the divine masculine energy. And it may be that he's having to learn new things, to learn how to handle the current situation. So why do we have breathe here, Spirit? Why do we have breathe here? Why do we have breathe here? Yeah, community. Haven't we seen this a lot in previous readings? Those of you who follow my channel, you know, we've had a big emphasis on friendships, on colleagues, on, you know, just people in their surroundings who are assisting with this situation. In previous weeks' readings, those of you who haven't seen them, you may want to check those out on the channel, because we've seen a real uptake of help from the friends of the divine masculine who are realizing that he's not happy in this situation. Some of them may have in previous months encouraged him to stay in this situation, but now they're realizing he's not happy. So I think at the moment friends and maybe relatives are bringing some light relief and, you know, some opportunities for time out, for some relaxation, you know, for the divine masculine and for the karmic. You know, they're both in need of a bit of TLC really, and a bit of support at the moment from people other than obviously each other, because things aren't good between them. We'll look at their feelings in a moment. So why do we have loyal heart? What's the loyalty about, please, Spirit? Why are the divine masculine and karmic feeling loyal at the moment? What's this about, please? Oops, a daisy. I'm just going to drop the cards. We have, I'll pull another one, but we have despair. So I think, you know, really they have a situation that neither of them, maybe it's a situation they rushed into and now they're realizing that it's not good for either of them, but they sort of can't get out of it. So this could be a financial commitment. It could be a situation around, you know, children being in the middle and them not knowing what to do for the best. You know, here we have this man in despair, but he's looking after this beautiful little dog. Can you see that little dog curled up asleep? So this is about responsibility and them feeling sort of that they don't know what to do about this responsibility, but they feel an attachment to it. They feel a responsibility. So this does sort of talk to me about children, about caring for somebody. It could be for some of them, they share pets that they can't agree on, you know, they can't agree on who's going to keep the pets when they separate. It could be something like that. So, you know, I did say I was going to pull another one there. Do we need another one there, Spirit, please? What else is this loyalty about? Do you have any more indication, please? Thank you. Oh gosh, yeah, house. So there are issues around where they're living. There's issues around, and this could be why we've got this mature attitude here, or this mature man helping out, because this is an issue around their home. You know, if they're going to separate, they're going to have to separate the home. They're going to have to sort out all the financial implications around that. And obviously, especially with circumstances we've been going through for the past year, everybody, you know, it's going to be tricky financially for them potentially. So, you know, that is why they're sort of, they've got this loyalty to, not to each other, but to this circumstance, these circumstances. And obviously, as I always say, it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it will be around finance, around houses. For some of you, it will be around children, around pets. And it could be around sort of loyalties to families who've helped them, you know, their own families who've helped them, I mean. You know, maybe they've had some financial support from families and therefore feel if they separate at this moment in time, how are they going to pay that back to enable them to move on? It could be anything of that type. Please let me know, you know, if it resonates with you down below. You know what I mean. If it resonates with you, please leave a comment down below. So why do we have oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, look at this. Now this is really interesting because we have the main male, which of course is our divine masculine, and we have a privileged lady here. So for those of you who followed the channel for a long time, do you remember in the beginning when we talked, there were a lot of financial cards coming up in the first few readings we did for the Karmic. And it was very much about her feelings of security that the divine masculine brought her, and how she was going to be provided for, and she had a sense of entitlement because she'd managed to ensnare, for once, I don't know where that word came from, I never use it, but you know, it came. So ensnare the divine masculine. And so now, you know, there are financial issues here because she's worried about losing her status, losing her her financial security that is provided by the divine masculine. So, you know, we're still in that energy with the Karmic where she has these insecurities. They've just said to me game playing. So there may still be some games going on because the Karmic is trying to secure her future. And, you know, the divine masculine is struggling with that. And this is why we have this unfinished symphony, because it's still, they're still trying to sort out these issues. Okay, so it is an unfinished symphony. And this is why they feel in limbo, because, you know, the divine masculine clearly wants to move on. We've seen that in previous readings. But he's stuck here because of these, maybe these games that are being played, or, you know, these securities that are, these insecurities, I should say, that are being played out by a Karmic who wants her financial stability. You know, she has this sense of entitlement. You know, it could be that she's saying to the divine masculine, look, you know, I've done this for you, I've done that for you, but you're not, you know, you're walking away from me. You're not, you know, you're not thankful or grateful for what I've given you, you know, emotional blackmail, basically. So there could be some of that going on. Very interesting that those two came out together. So, my lovely Divine Femmes, let's have a look at, oh, by the way, if there's Divine Masculines watching, hello, welcome, we love you. But, you know, we do. But, you know, let me know. If you're a Divine Masculine and this resonates, let me know. You don't have to be male, obviously. I just read he and she because, you know, that's... it saves me going through all the gender specific things every time. So let me know how this resonates with you, everybody. Right, let's move on. Let us see what, I'm just trying to choose which cards. Spirit, which cards do you want me to use? They're saying go with tarot, so let's go with tarot. Okay, so let's start with the Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. They're giving me a card already. Oh, he's in King of Wands energy. Okay, so he's feeling passionate. He's feeling like, you know, he's ready for action. And he's not in Knight of Wands energy. He's in King of Wands energy, you know. There may be still that part of him that is... planning. You know, the King of Wands is a planner. He likes to plan his adventures. You know, he likes to take action. He likes to very much be a leader. He's very, very passionate. Fire sign energy here, but he is, interestingly, I don't think we've seen him in King of Wands energy. We've seen him in King of Cups. We've seen him in King of Swords. But, you know, the fact that he is now ready for action, good to see, frankly. Let's see what else. How is the Divine Masculine feeling about these circumstances, please? How is the Divine Masculine feeling about these circumstances? Yeah, look, we have Knight of Wands as well. So there's parts of him that just wants to go for it, you know? The King of Wands is yeah, he's adventurous, he likes to lead, but the Knight of Wands is ready for action, wants an adventure, and just wants to go for it, really. Hasn't got the maturity of the King of Wands. So it could be that he's sort of dipping between the two at the moment, you know, but very much in Wands energy. So very sort of eager to take action. Let me move them in so you can see them. Okay. How else is the Divine Masculine feeling at the moment regarding this situation? Yeah, again, there's a lot of soul searching. You know, the word that's just come up for me is frustration. The Divine Masculine is feeling frustrated at the moment because this situation is lingering longer than he wanted it to linger. You know, he's doing a lot of inner soul searching. You know, I do think he's spending time on his own whenever he can. You know, doing a lot of reflecting, wondering how he got to this situation. You know, really trying to work it all out in his head, you know. So, yeah. But he's ready to take action, and that's what's causing the frustration for him. Because he just wants to get on with it, you know. He feels ready, but, you know, he still has Knight of Wands energy, as I say, which is about sort of wanting to go off and have his adventure, but that's very much about in and out energy as well, you know. Yes, passionate, but actually, you know, ready to move forward 1 minute and then wants to pull back the next. It's not quite as established as the King of Wands, but we do have him in King of Wands energy, which is good to see. I think he's fluctuating between the two. Oh, let's see what Spirit have given us. Yeah, we have the Judgment card. You know, he's ready to make a decision, or at least he's trying to make a decision. You know, which way do you want this, Spirit, please? 9, yeah. It sort of came up in reverse, and I was going to turn it because I felt the need to turn it. So it gets, when that happens, it sort of feels to me like he's between those two energies. you know? It feels like he, at the moment, being in hermit mode, he's spending a lot of time reflecting and trying to make a decision about how to move forward. You know, he has the wisdom. He wants to make a wise decision here. We have the wisdom of the owl in the tree. I hope you can see that. And he wants to make this wise decision. He wants to move forward. But, you know, that's what he's working on at the moment. He feels, you know, that he needs a rest from all the literally being stabbed in the back. He feels that he's been betrayed. He feels that he's not quite in Ten of Swords there, but he knows that he needs to, you know, just sort of put the past behind him. That's a strange thing to say with the Nine of Swords. I don't normally say that. But, you know, he has good things around him, but he's... Look at the lovely things that's in this lady. This is the only way I can explain it. She has lovely shoes here, books here. It looks quite a nice sort of room around her, you know. She has a nice rug here. Everything seems quite pleasant, you know. But she's laying on the swords. And it's almost like he's saying, look, I want to rest from this, but in actual fact, I can't let go of it. I'm stuck in this negative energy, you know. I'm literally keeping myself stuck in this negative energy. And it's almost like he doesn't know how to move forward. He's missing the fact that there's beautiful things around him, you know. So I do think that he's trying to make a decision on how to escape from this negativity, because he does see this situation as very negative at the moment. And I said I wasn't going to use the word stuck, but there, it does feel like he's stuck. You know, the swords are something that he can move on from, but at the moment, I think he's feeling very down. I think he's reflecting a lot. And, you know, maybe he's doing a lot of overthinking with this Hermit card here. And I don't normally say that with a Hermit card either, but that's how it's feeling. Because one minute he's in Knight of Wands energy, ready for his adventure, feeling good. And the next minute he's feeling very down. He seems to be fluctuating a lot with his energies at the moment. So let's see how the Karmic is feeling. Let's do the other cards. Let's see how the Karmic is feeling. What energy is the Karmic in regarding these circumstances, Spirit, please? What energy is the Karmic in? Thank you. Okay, so the Karmic's trying to balance this situation out, you know. She may be sort of juggling a bit at the moment with everything that's going on. She may feel that she's in stormy waters, as we see here. So she may be finding it quite difficult, but she's trying to find some sense of balance in order to find her peace. How else is the Karmic feeling, Spirit, please? How else is the Karmic feeling? Yeah, she wants to move forward. She wants this situation to move quickly. You know, we have Eight of Wands energy here. And, you know, I think she's finding this current situation very difficult because it is limbo energy. So she also wants to move it forward. But the thing that's delaying it is that, you know, it's difficult to sort out this situation around the house and around their attachment to, you know, like we said, whether it's children or finance or whatever it is, there's some sticking point. And she wants forward movement that is quick. I think she just wants to see an end to this situation at the moment. And, you know, when I say an end to the situation, we'll do some clarifiers in a moment, but it may be that she just wants to see an end to the Divine Masculine leaving, because it's never been what this Karmic wanted. Yeah, there's some sort of deception energy here. So she's either feeling that she's being deceived or that she has been deceived, or she's feeling that, you know, maybe she's feeling in deceptive energy herself, You know, maybe she feels that she needs to be a bit devious to try and get the outcome she wants from that situation. We'll clarify that in a moment. So how else is the karmic feeling, please? Yeah, judgment for the karmic as well. Now, isn't this interesting? Judgment came up in exactly the same place in the spread for both of them. They both know that a decision needs to be made, and they both want to make a wise decision here. You know, they both want to come out of this situation with the best possible solution, or resolution, I should say. So that's very interesting. They've just said pull another one for the karmic. So let's see what comes up with judgment. What comes up with judgment for the karmic then, please, Spirit? What comes up with judgment for the karmic, please? 9 of Pentacles. Oh, gosh. That's like wish fulfillment, you know, abundance, feeling good. That is the decision that she wants to go her way. So the karmic is feeling that it has to be the right decision to keep her in a lifestyle that she wants, to keep her financially secure, to match the privileged lady energy. Okay? I mean, you couldn't make that up, could you? And yet here we have the divine masculine who wants an end to this situation because he wants to make the right decision so he can just escape this feeling of despair. You know, so that is extraordinary. Honestly, it still surprises me, even though I've been reading for a while. Honestly, it's just fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So let me just see, because I want to do movement forward. Just looking at how we're going to space that on the table. These ones can move out slightly, I think. These ones can move over slightly. That'll give us a little tiny bit more room. Let's see how we go with these. I've not used these cards before, so let's see how we go with these. So, what's going to happen with the King of Wands energy for the Divine Masculine, please? How's he going to move that forward, Spirit? How's he going to move it forward? How's he going to move things forward with his King of Wands energy? What? Ooh. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, so he's going to actually, even though he's feeling in this King of Wands energy, he's actually going to use his mind. He's going to try and figure it all out. This may be why we have a mature man energy that is, you know, looks quite learned, as we said earlier. I felt that was the Divine Masculine's energy, though, in some instances. So it may be that he feels a bit inexperienced in working this all out. He's trying to be logical about it, trying to be perceptive, as it says, you know. And yes, it is an intellectual challenge to him because this is a situation he's not dealt with before. So, you know, he is planning in his King of Wands energy. He is being, you know, as I say, passionate about what he's trying to sort out. But he is planning it for the right outcome. But he's a bit inexperienced in dealing with this set of circumstances. And that is what is probably taking the time. So where does the Knight of Wands feature, please? Yeah, you see, like it says, didn't I say? In Knight of Wands energy, he just wants to get on with his adventure. He wants to move forward with passion, get on with his adventure. He hasn't got the maturity, some days, of the King of Wands energy. They're the days he wants to escape. He wants things to move forward, you know. He wants this all to be sorted out so that he can go and get his rewards, move forward with his Chariot energy. So, yeah, that sort of says it all, really. I mean, well, what is he thinking about when he's in Hermit energy then, Spirit, please? What is he thinking about when he's in Hermit energy, please? Again, we have the King of Wands here. You know? So he knows that's the energy he's in at the moment. That's what he's thinking about. But, you know, he's just frustrated, you know? He wants to take the lead in this situation, and he wants to be able to step forward and take control again of his life. You know, he's trying to sort of view the circumstances around him, look at the bigger picture to get the best outcome. But, you know, there's a part of him also that is fearful of being judged in this situation, and he's trying to figure out how he can come out of this set of circumstances but still feel that people aren't going to judge him, still feel that he's going to look good. You know, some of them may be in some sort of leadership role, maybe in their work circumstances. They may be, you know, in a role where a lot of people, I don't know, they may be YouTubers, for example, or they may be in the public eye. It may be something like that, but they literally are trying to protect how people see them as well. So let's see how this judgment is going to go. How's the judgment situation going to go for the Divine Masculine, please? Oops. These are big cards, I tell you. Thank you. Interesting, they threw out two at the same time. And, you know, the Ten of Cups is my favourite card because it is about bliss, it's about love, it's about a happy family situation. So, you know, this decision is going to go in the right direction for the Divine Masculine. He's going to be able to move forward to something more loving, something more secure, somewhere where he feels appreciated for being him rather than being, you know, appreciated for other reasons. And, you know, he is going to free himself from his ego. Look at this. I mean, look at this. We were talking a minute ago about the King of Wands energy there and how he's having to reflect on how he can get out of these circumstances while still maintaining his sort of integrity, maintaining his image. And they're saying he is going to break out of this ego state to move forward to this loving family situation, which is where he wants to be, which is basically with you, Divine Femme. I'm going to change cards. I love these cards, but I'm going to change because I want to see if any duplicate cards come up. So let's go back to the Everyday Witch Tarot. So why is the Karmic in the Two of Pentacles energy, please? What will the impact be of the Two of Pentacles energy with the Karmic, please, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, there's some childhood issues that she's having to settle. There may be someone from her past that is returning. As I say, it'll be different for all of the Karmics, but she's trying to balance this situation out. It could be that the Karmic is getting some sort of sense, and she may already know, they may have had a discussion about it, but it may be that she's getting a sense that the Divine Masculine wants a reconciliation with his Divine Femme. You know, the Six of Cups is very much about someone from the past returning to, you know, returning. I was going to say returning to a present situation. I don't know where that came from. But, you know, it's about them returning, but it's also about things from the past. You know, so she's perhaps trying to balance out emotions from the past. As I say, we see her standing in a stormy sea here. And, you know, there's this movement of this boat, which is quite interesting here. But it's like she's trying to bring calm to this situation. So if she knows that the Divine Masculine is planning to reconcile with the Divine Femme, she's going to want to try and get some balance here to be able to cope with that emotionally. Right, let's move on. Why do we have the Eight of Wands here? Why the speed? What's this about, Spirit? Again, we have a card of deception. I'm surprised that's come out with the Eight of Wands, but it could be that, you know, she's feeling under pressure. you know. She maybe feels that she's been tricked in some way. She maybe feels that the divine masculine has tricked her because, you know, she entered into this relationship with what she thought was good faith. She thought she was going to have this partnership for life. And, you know, she feels there's some trickery going on, and this is why she wants the situation to move on. But also, she may have felt she got into it too quickly, that it wasn't what she thought it was going to be. And maybe, you know, that's difficult. I'm surprised we haven't got Hermit energy yet for the Karmic in this particular read, because it seems like she's having to come to terms with this situation, and she feels like she's been deceived, which is interesting. And again, we have this card of illusion. We have moon energy here. We have reflective energy. So let's see what the moon, the impact of the moon energy is here, please. Yeah, again, it's an illusion, you see, because she felt that she was going to be rewarded. She felt that she'd put a lot into this relationship. She felt that, you know, her life was set. She felt that she'd got the person of her dreams in her life. She felt that she was going to be secure for the rest of her life. She felt her rewards were here. But she feels that she's been living under some sort of illusion, you know, that it isn't what she thought it was going to be. And she's having to do a lot of sort of inner work, self-reflection, to actually move beyond that. So what about the judgment from the Karmic side, please? What will be the sort of impact here? What will be the decision? What is she wanting? What can you tell us about the judgment card, please? Yeah, okay. So there's some sort of, again, this quite childlike energy. We do tend to get this for this Karmic that comes up every now and then. You know, she's feeling quite innocent. She's feeling quite childlike. She's trying to be creative in making her decision, because she's still trying to secure her position as the privileged lady and to have her wish fulfillment. So she is being quite creative about that, but, you know, only making small gestures. There's a message here. They keep saying message, and I know messages come with pages, but there feels like some sort of significant message here. Let me see what this is, please. I can't take all three of those, Spirit. Can we have a look at what this message is? What the significance of this Page of Cups is? It may be that she's messaging the divine masculine a lot. It may be that she's looking through the divine masculine's emails, the divine masculine's phone. There's just this feeling, because we have these deception energies up here, she feels she's been deceived, and I feel that she's maybe being sort of a bit creative, but there's something about messages. Can you give some more information, Spirit, please? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take both of those because they're relevant. So she's looking at messages regarding the divine masculine making a fresh start. So if you've been messaging the divine masculine, please be aware that your messages may be being read. It's not going to be for all of you, so please don't sort of suddenly panic or whatever. It's not going to be for all of you, because this is a very general reading, but some Karmics at the moment are checking out what it is the divine masculine is doing regarding his new start, his fresh start. Because there are choices here to be made. Remember that, you know, this isn't the energy, I don't feel, of the Karmic. I feel this is about the choices that the divine masculine is making to make his fresh start. And that this is the card that came for the Karmic. It's something, I heard the word messages, and the message, there's something about the messages. So I think she's trying to see what choices he's got. She may not even know that the divine masculine She may know, for some of you, she'll know that he is planning to come back to you, Divine Femmes. For others of you, she's trying to find out who it is that he's drawn to. Okay? So there's definitely something here. She's trying to be very creative about that. So, you know, she is desperate to secure her position as the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles here, to have her own wish fulfillment, you know? So that's very interesting. Right. Let's see how we're doing for time. Oh my goodness, it's 40 minutes already. Okay, I'm going to pull just a couple of Moonology because I need to wrap this up. Thank you to all of you who stayed for the whole of the reading. It's longer than I'd anticipated today, but I just thought the circumstances were quite interesting here to have a deep look at. Sorry, Spirit have just thrown this out. It says balance, practicality and spirituality. I actually don't think that's for you. I think that's for me. They do this. They send me messages in between readings. And I think that, you know, they're saying to me here, we need to get these messages across. So the practicality of it being 40 minutes doesn't really matter. They are funny, honestly. Right, can we have messages, please? I know, Spirit, but you can't bring love into the situation. They're telling me to be loving here. Okay. We do love you, Spirit. Thank you. So can I have a message for the Divine Feminines, please? What advice do you have for the Divine Feminines before we close? What's the advice for the Divine Feminines? It's this one. Thank you. Yeah, look, Divine Femmes. A personal issue reaches resolution. And we know that because I used the word resolution down here, didn't I? Because we see the Ten of Cups coming up for the Divine Masculine, for him sorting out his ego issues. You know, this personal issue does reach resolution for any of you who are in doubt. We know we're with divine timing and we know that it's difficult, but we have assurance there that this will reach a resolution. What else for the Divine Femmes, please? Yeah, your dreams need a practical plan. And we know that, you know, as we said, the King of Wands energy, there's planning going on from the Divine Masculine. You know, you mirror each other. So, you know, you need to plan for how it's going to be when your Divine Masculine comes back, basically. And know that you and your loved ones are safe, Divine Femme. Okay? So, you know, Spirit are watching over you. They're watching over this connection. You know, it will happen in divine timing. And, you know, you're safe in the arms of Spirit and the angels, basically, in the universe. Okay? So, I'm going to draw it to a close because this is a lot longer than I anticipated. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please do drop me a like. Help me to get back on board with the channel, folks. You know, I love your messages, especially your encouraging ones. They're all great. And yeah, if anybody's interested in a private reading, please do contact me. The details are in the description box below. Okay, take care, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, everything else that really helps the channel, especially because, as I say, I've had a bit of a break from the channel. I need to get back into it now. Yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, take care, Divine Femmes, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.